Hey everyone, it's Melissa. After I made this video, I'm coming back in and doing a new intro because I kind of wanted to, I wanted to give a bit of a warning that I'm a little frank in this video. I'm a little, use kind of plain language. Let me put it that way. If anybody gets offended by things like that, then don't watch. I'm just kind of open and honest. And so if you take offense easily, if you know, a little dirtiness bothers you, then don't watch this video because you won't like it. So, because I give a very, I talk about some frank things in this video. So I did want to warn everybody. Today I am going to talk a little bit, just a little chit chat, something a little bit different besides the regular old beauty stuff. I was going to do a June favorites, but I'm putting that off a week, and then I've been still in the middle of a lipstick declutter, so I hope to have that done soon. I'm trying to get it all organized. But today I wanted to talk about women and their husbands or their wives or their partners, just whoever they have in their lives. Because several things happened this week that made me think of it. Now, I'm mainly going to talk about husbands because the reason is it's more pertains to what my thoughts are, because I think so many of us grew up as little girls, you know, reading Cinderella and Snow White and Sleeping Beauty and thinking that we were going to grow up and, you know, have our Prince Charming and live happily ever after. I guess it's the Cinderella complex. I know that that's what I always thought too. So anyway, I mentioned on Instagram that I was reading the series of books from Katie Evans. And Katie Evans writes these series, and it'll be about, like, one series will be about a group of men and then about a group of women. So a man and a woman will hook up. Then their next book, the friends will hook up. And the next book, the three friends will hook up. And they're just as filthy as they can be. So I was telling my friend about it. She said, yes, it's a thing. It's called mom porn. Now, I didn't read 50 Shades of Grey, but, you know, this is mom porn, I guess. I did not know it was a thing, but I tell you what now, I would be reading along and I think, oh my gosh, you know, because it kind of had a plot. So I got interested in the plot, you know, I told all this on Instagram, so if y'all heard it before, just ignore me. But, you know, I got interested in what the plot was. So, you know, that started again and you know, as soon as they start kissing, I think, oh my gosh, they're going to do it again. So I'd flip through my Kindle, you know, okay, no, they're still going at it. No, they're still going, you know, to see what the next part of the story was going to be. So, you know, I would want to see what happened, and then I'd get interested in their two friends hooking up, so I'd go on to the next series, and same thing. You know, some of them, they wouldn't hook up for a while, so I could kind of get interested in this story, but anyway, it is mom porn, and I did not know that was a thing. So the men in these books, oh my goodness, the series I'm reading right now, these men live in Chicago, so all you Chicago women, you watch out for these men, because they are tall, handsome, good-looking, workout, perfect bodies, great minds, multi-billionaires, the most powerful men in the United States, if not the whole world, world famous. They are seen on TV. Now, where these men, these men are not in Tennessee, I'm telling you that. I don't know where these men have been hiding. But they're confirmed playboys, and they will never commit until they meet this one girl that is the heroine of the book. And boy, she gets him. She looks at her with her smoldering eyes, and he looks back at her, and he's hooked. He'll do anything for her, and he changes his ways totally, because you know that you know men always change, don't you? You know, I'm being facetious, because men will not change, but in these books, they do. They change. They want to have a baby with you, and they want to get married and devote the rest of their rich, good-looking lives to you, because you are so special. So I think, oh my gosh, anybody, you know, that's younger reading this book, think, okay, I just have to wait around, go to Chicago and wait around for these men. They're just going to come find me. And it don't work like that. You know, these men, they never go to the bathroom. They never, you know, have have toothpaste drooling, you know, stuck in the sink, and they never have hair in the shower, and they always smell sweet, and they do it first thing in the morning with morning breath and, you know, BO, and they haven't had a shower, and they just, you know, they're just perfect. Their sweat smells sweet. Everything is wonderful about them. So I thought, oh my gosh, that is just crazy. So I thought about what makes a good partner, and what makes a good partner is the person that is right for you, obviously. But I thought about what made a good partner for me, and it was my husband, Doug. And so there were several instances that came to mind that I thought I would mention. This is for me what love is. So last night, we were getting ready for bed, and Oliver sleeps, he has a blanket that he sleeps at the foot of our bed. So Doug makes a big deal of, you know, picking Oliver up and putting him on the bed like he jumped himself, which is, you know, kind of sweet because he's so cute with that dog. So he does it up. Well, Oliver has got this habit that he licks himself a lot, and it just drives me absolutely crazy. I don't want him doing it in front of the grandkids. I want him to stop. So Oliver starts licking on himself. And I said, would you stop playing with your ding-dong? Quit doing that to your ding-dong. And Doug says, I thought you liked it when I did that. He said that? Oh my gosh, that I about died laughing when he said, I thought you liked when I did that. I tell you what, I about doubled over laughing, and I thought, you know, that's what makes a fun marriage, you know, taking little things like that, a little play on words, little jokes between you. That's what makes it a whole lot of fun. And Doug did one other thing. I hate to be talking about ding dong so much, but Doug did another little thing that was just so cute to the grandchildren. So one of our grandsons, the youngest grandson, he has a little trouble peeing where it doesn't get on the floor a little bit. And so we were babysitting, so Doug was trying to teach him, you know, how not to pee on the floor. So, you know, he said, now you need to kind of aim your John Thomas over this way. Well, the little boys thought that, because Doug has always called it a John Thomas. Well, those little boys thought it was hysterical. That I told this on Instagram too, so this is all a repeat for you Instagram people. But those little boys, you know, being little boys, they thought that was the most hysterical thing, Doug calling it a John Thomas. So they went around all the time saying, John Thomas, John Thomas, John Thomas. But I thought it was just so sweet because, you know, technically, they're not his birth grandchildren. They're not his legal grandchildren. It's mine and my ex-husband's. But, you know, he's the one that taught this little guy to, you know, aim his John Thomas right and pee in the toilet. So the little joke last night, doing that with our grandsons. And then one other thing that just really got to me. So I came home from work one day, and he had left work earlier than me, and he had his head in the oven, and he was cleaning the oven. And I said, what are you doing? He said, oh, the oven was dirty. I'm cleaning the oven. So I looked at him and I said, I could not possibly be more turned on than I am right now watching you clean that oven. And he said, what do you mean? I'm just cleaning the oven. I said, I know, but the fact that you came in, saw that we had a dirty oven, didn't want me to worry about it or bother cleaning, you got down and you cleaned it yourself. Go upstairs and take your clothes off, because I could not be any more turned on than I am right now. And he just laughed. He thought that was the funniest thing. But that, to me, is what makes a good, sweet marriage. I tell you, looks fade. You go through hard times. You lose money, you gain money, you have deaths, you have illness, all kinds of things happen. But if you've got a partner that you can share it with that will be good to you, that is the number one thing that I would tell any young person looking for a mate. If somebody will be good to them and love them for who they are, not try to change them, who they are unconditionally, and be so supportive of them and their goals and what they want to do in life, then you've got a treasure. You really do. And it doesn't, things like that. You know, I think so many girls want the bad boy or they want the good looking guy. But I tell you, somebody that's good to you and does things like cleans the oven, they become really sexy fast and they become really good looking to you fast. They really do. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say about it. I'll get back on it, but I was just kind of taken with those stories and thinking, oh my goodness, how far away from real life is that? Because things like that just don't happen. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.